Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Wonderful to see you again, Mr. Kozak, and thank you for your service, Colonel Gorkowski. And I represent the city of Miami, hundreds of thousands of Haitians. We know them very well. We know they're good people. It's been miserable, the political elite that they have had or inherited for the last 100 years. They deserve better, and they also deserve better in 2010 when the Clinton administration formed something called the Clinton Foundation and received so many funds in order to reconstruct that country, and those funds were compromised. So we know that the Haitians do not deserve many of the political situations they have had to face. For that reason, I am bringing up the Hope Help Act, which is the #1 source of formal employment in the country. They're employing more than 100,000 people. So I would like for you to send the message to this body, to the United States Congress, Republicans and Democrats, in saying that Secretary of State supports the renewing of this program for 5 years, brings stability, it keeps Haitians at home, and we need the signal from state. Can you send that through this committee right now?
Yes, Representative Salazar. The Secretary and the administration support a multi-year reauthorization of Hope Help. We're quite in favor of it.
What else do you think state could do in order to push this body to take this up and give the Haitians 5 more years of stability?
I think we've been trying to signal that every way we can, including in my testimony here today.
Beautiful, beautiful. So State Department and the Trump administration is in support of extending for 5 years the Hope Help Act. Beautiful. The gang suppression force, we're talking about 5,000 effective or men in uniform, not all of them Americans. We are going to be providing some type of leadership. It's a full force. Are we going to be able to arrest barbecue? What are we planning to do with barbecue? And for those that do not know, barbecue is the leader of one of the many gangs, but apparently he is more intelligent and he's been able to sort of have a grasp of the country.
That's a great question. And of course, barbecue has been on the minds of anybody who looks at Haiti. The great strength that barbecue has developed in recent years, in the last 3 or so years, is the development of alliances. And one of our
alliances. So he has aligned himself with whom? Other gangs?
Yeah, so 2 large gang coalitions, G9 and GPEP, allied over the past few years, and now you have 20-some separate gangs who are allied under this Viva Ensemble.
And why? What has he done? What does he have? Why is he so capable of uniting all these criminals behind him?
Yeah, so it's predominantly influence, largely through social media, but also influence through resources, so money, weapons, etc.
Who gives him those resources?
Yeah, it comes from many different angles. Weapons and ammunition that come, in some cases, direct from Florida and New York through the Dominican Republic. They have porous borders.
Who pays for that?
They generate the revenue largely through illegal tolls, taxation. The areas they control, they are the de facto sovereign. So they collect taxes, they excise tolls, they control shipments, from the seaport. From the official border crossing points. So they have massive revenue generation, thousands of dollars for individual vehicles.
And do you think that this gang suppression force, the 5,000, will be able to, is there any way that we can barbecue? Can we roast him?
I hope so.
Slowly.
Yeah.
Those pigs that they get roasted little by little, that's exactly what he deserves. And I'm sure that this is going to go viral on social media. That's exactly what the United States forces should do to barbecue him. Is there any way that we can do something similar?
Yeah, we are focused on retaking the territory controlled by the gangs, and through that, we will suffocate him and his lifeblood.
Are we going to be able to arrest him? Do you think, is there any possibility that we're going to be able to arrest this man and bring him to justice?
It is absolutely a possibility. It's a top objective.
And by when do you think that could happen?
It's hard to put a timeline on these things, but I will tell you, we will have full operational capability this fall, and that's the point at which we will start constricting his maneuver space
and then decapitate him, since you told me that he is the barbecuing him, meaning decapitating the head, meaning him, and then the rest of the gang organizations may crumble. Okay, my time is, I just have one more question for you, Mr. Kozak. You know that I sent a letter to you and to Secretary Rubio basically asking for this shell company called Comercio Dola, whatever, in Cuba. And what they do is that they're the shell company for the Cuban military in charge of human trafficking. So this is the organization that does business with other countries, and those other countries send money to this shell company. And basically what they're doing is that they are in the business of human trafficking Cuban doctors, trafficking Cuban doctors. And why do I say that? Because these doctors are modern day slaves. They get paid 5% of their salary. They cannot bring to the country where they're going to be serving wife, kids, families. They are just slaves. They cannot receive the money. That money that they are earning is deposited in a Cuban bank. Bottom line, modern day human trafficking. Is there any way that you can put this shell company on the blacklist? And when I say that, why does that happen? Because when that happens, then you will be saying to those countries that legally they cannot send money to this organization. You have the golden touch to stop this. When could you do this, sir?
Thanks for the question, Representative Salazar. I think you've seen that we have been progressively hitting the Gaesa entities, and certainly the
Bravo.
Yeah, and
Share it.
what I'll have to check is that there are when we hit one of the parent entities, automatically the subordinate ones become subject to sanction as well. But this is one of our high priorities, is stopping that program of making, basically where others are renting or, slave labor from the Cuban security services.
That's correct.
So we absolutely share your desire on this, and we've gone after the parent company. So I'll
Is this
get back to you as
Comercio
to
Dola?
whether that individual shell company is.
So you're sending the message that those countries
from
cannot be
Florida.
sending any more money?
Yeah, it's no more.
Thank you so much.
You
Chairman,
were
can I
late.
take a quick
I yield
break?
back. Thank you.